Well, there's always a special feeling when Khamzat Chimaev makes the walk, whether at welterweight or at middleweight. This man has proven to be a real problem and really has lived up to all the hype and then some, dating to his 2020 UFC debut.
It's so hard for you to meet expectation, much less exceed it.
Right.
Khamzat Chimaev has exceeded the expectations set for him when he made his UFC debut. He has been nothing short of a buzzsaw, just going through guys at a rate that not anyone could have expected. What a fantastic fighter we get to watch every time we see Khamzat in the octagon.
And of course, many people harken back to the Gilbert Burns fight in 2022, the consensus fight of that year in which Chimaev was challenged and still rose to the occasion. We'll see how he fares tonight. So here he is, the former two-division UFC champion, George Rush St-Pierre. He's the most prolific takedown artist on paper in UFC history. Despite not having any amateur wrestling chops to speak of, this is a man who, at least in my mind, turned the MMA takedown into a thing.
Yes, he did. He made it all look so smooth and so great. But it was the striking of George St-Pierre that was so good that made you have to be on awareness the whole time. So as the hands blew up, George St-Pierre had the timing that was unmatched at the time in mixed martial arts. One of the first guys that was truly able to do everything. Before we had specialists, and then we had George St-Pierre, he truly changed the game.
Hall of Famer George Rush St-Pierre steps inside the octagon and is ready to fight. And now our tale of the tape for this middleweight championship fight. All right, to get us started with the official introductions, here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC middleweight championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Khamzat Chimaev. And now, introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC middleweight champion of the world, George Rush St-Pierre.
Referee Herb Dean will handle the action in the octagon. All right, well, he has officially taken the sport by storm. The bona fide welterweight contender, Khamzat Chimaev, undefeated, and appears to be on a trajectory to future championship greatness. How will he approach this stylistic challenge here tonight? A lot of people feel like he'll take the fight to the canvas, but as you know, he's got a lot of confidence in his hands. We'll see if he can find the power stroke early in this round.
Man, he has a great double leg. My goodness, he has a great double leg.
Oh, and there's the early takedown, just what the doctor ordered.
Exactly what he wanted to do. You saw it in the training footage. Takedowns are going to be the key. He got one early. He's on the right track.
GSP getting absolutely worked here from the top. Let's see if there's an uptick in his urgency here as he tries to get back up. All right, half guard position here, DC. You have an extra hop in your step when you talk about fighters working out of this half guard.
Oh, man. I like half guard as a top fighter. I understand half guard as a bottom fighter. Don't want to be there. It's very dangerous. But if you are there, you have to be winning. The position of the underhook opens up so many opportunities for you to either escape or sweep.
Chimaev gets caught with that punch. He'd be wise to get those hands up.
He's got some hands, man.
Double leg. Stuffed. Fighters separate from the clinch now. Well, the hands are up, but the double jab gets through. Superman punch now. Oh, working the inside of that leg.
I give one, I take one. You give one, you take one. That's how this fight is being played out. Oh, nice takedown defense.
Nice short uppercut in the clinch by GSP. Well, he continues to stay busy. What do they say, DC? Punches. Oh, lands a hip toss now. All right, working inside his opponent's guard here.
You cannot sit in these jiu-jitsu guys' guard. And you can't have one arm in, one arm out. Guys will start throwing up legs, chasing triangles.
Side control now, DC. A lot of options at his disposal from here.
Nice.
Well, that combination's going to leave a mark. You see him getting top position, standing over his opponent, and delivering the ground strike. Nice job by Chimaev. All right, so you got to be careful playing on the ground with this guy. You don't want to mess around for too long. Chimaev's got the full mount. Continuing to work out of the half guard. Chimaev's back in full mount. Nice positional control here. Points out for the end of round one.
Stop.
Nice work that round. Looks awesome. Let's keep that up. I want to see accuracy right now. Don't worry.
All right, now we check out some of the action from that previous round, DC. How about the display of striking?
Just high level. I mean, you would think that we're watching a K1 level kickboxing match opposed to being in the UFC. Both displayed great technical skills, unbelievable striking.
Ready to fight? Ready.
All right, round two. All right, DC is back from the concession stand. Our next round underway, and you had to like what you saw in terms of the volume and the efficiency on the feet in that previous round.
Oh, he did a great job of just being active, really setting down on those right hands, showing that it was not only going to be striking, but a lot of significant strikes landed over the course of that round. Big double leg level change.
St-Pierre's in half guard.
Getting them out here. This is a terrible position.
Oh, he's got the ground and pound going now. All right, so he's got the body locked down here, DC, or so it appears. This is not a guy you want anywhere near your back. St-Pierre's right back to the full mount here. Pretty good head movement. He's avoiding a lot of these ground strikes.
Yep, got to be very careful there.
All right, he's got the hooks in, DC, working off of his back.
Now look for him to attack the neck of his opponent to try to get the rear choke.
These are big shots, and they're not glancing blows. When he's throwing, he is landing so clean that his head is starting off the mat.
Well, he's going to enjoy watching this one back. Let's take a look at the replay of the knockout just a moment ago.
It was right hand after right hand after right hand. Finally, he found the one that hit the exact sweet spot that ended his opponent's night.
Here's Bruce Buffer with the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean's called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 28 seconds of round number 2, declaring the winner by knockout and still the undisputed UFC middleweight champion of the world, George Rush St-Pierre.
How about it, folks? George St-Pierre, your winner by knockout. And he did not play the long game here tonight, champ.
A lot of people say George St-Pierre is a decision machine. Not tonight. GSP gets a knockout victory.